G'day guys, Crypto Aussie here. Just filming my first YouTube video, so go easy on me. But what I wanted to do is just give Aussies an idea how to get involved with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and how to get started. I've seen on a few forums and things like that, there's always people posing the question, as an Aussie, is anyone else out there that can tell me how to do this? What's the process? How do I get involved, sort of thing. So the best way I've found, I use a site called CoinJar. I'm on it at the moment. You can see here it's got Bitcoin account, cash account for Australian dollars. You can also hedge against Aussie and US dollar. Um, and I've found it to be the best in terms of it has the most, I guess, payment methods that Aussies are going to be familiar with. Things like BPay, EFT transfers. You can basically just set it up in a way that you make your first deposit into your Australian dollar cash account with those methods, and then once your money arrives, you can basically convert it on this website into Bitcoin. You're always given a Bitcoin buy price and sell price, so you've got the spread there. They're obviously making money on the buy sell spread there, as well as the fees they charge to send Bitcoin. You can avoid the fees with the CoinJar's rewards. I think those basically just accumulate as you deposit money or as you transfer Aussie dollars into Bitcoin. So if you've got enough rewards points, you can basically avoid the fees for sending Bitcoin. But if all you want to do is just buy Bitcoin and hold it and hope it appreciates in value over time, you can just leave your Bitcoin on this site. If you're doing sort of some of the stuff I plan on doing, you can also send the Bitcoin to an exchange. An exchange is kind of the equivalent of Aussies out there, things like ComSec and E-Trade and some of those type of things. So you can actually, it's almost like where you'd keep your portfolio of all your old coins and things like that. Or that's at least how I do it. There's other wallets that you can do, but if you want to send to an exchange, the one I've been using is called Hit BTC, which you can see here. You set yourself up, you go into your account, and you basically get your Bitcoin address. And from there, once you've got your Bitcoin over here, you can make a payment to that address. What you'll find is that Bitcoin's the currency that's going to be used on those exchanges. So if you want to buy a certain altcoin or other currency that's out there, you're basically using your Bitcoin to convert into those other currencies. So one other thing just to keep you up to speed with, you don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin at once. You can buy a fraction of a Bitcoin. So the small amounts here in terms of decimal spots, they're called Satoshi. You can actually have, I mean, in terms of the amount of the value of Bitcoin these days, you could have, if you were to buy a coffee with Bitcoin, you'd probably pay, I don't know, 15 Satoshi for it. So um, that's a random guess, guys. But yeah, anyway, you can make transactions for really small amounts of Bitcoin. You don't have to have whole Bitcoins, and I've seen that come up a few times where people have asked that question. But yeah, basically this is the site I use. There are others out there like Coinbase, I think it is, and a few others. But for an Aussie, I found this to be quite easy. The only problem I ran into was verification, and that can be a bit of a pain in the butt. So if you are going to use this site, try and send the money from an account that's in the same name as your account on CoinJar. And from there, yeah, it's pretty simple. Just send it over to the exchange that you're going to use, and then go about buying whatever currency that you're planning on using. There's other things out there which, as time goes on, I'm going to sort of put up a few more videos of some of the things I'm doing, but this is more just to keep people informed of how to go about the whole process of getting Bitcoin in the first place. That's all there is to it, guys. It's not rocket science. It's pretty simple. If you've got questions and comments about anything or troubles that you've had, chuck them in the comments below, or email me and I'll come back to you. But yeah, we'll have some more videos coming up shortly with some of the different things I've been up to. But in the meantime, we'll talk soon, guys, and all the best.